Bobby Brown piss test. I'm doper than a Bobby Brown piss test.
When you sit down to write, I mean, you know, some people, like if you listen to one of my interviews with Shorty, it's something that you go to and you're like, yeah, I got it, let me go straight out. You know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta be like, hold on, let me go to the next one, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, what gets you motivated to just knock out a song?
It's all in the beat. Like, when I hear the beat, I don't think about anything else but what does this sound like to me? What does this feel like? Could this be a song about what? And then I just write the first 2 bars, get the concept, and wait till I go to the studio, and I pretty much know what I want to say.
So everything is all top of the head.
I wouldn't call it a freestyle because it's like, as opposed to just taking the time to write it down on a paper or type it in my phone, the same way you do that, go over 2 lines, think of something else, read it. Instead of just physically writing it down, you just do it in your head.
Okay. That's where nobody ever broke it down to me like that.
Right.
I'm always thinking about like really going in there and
just freestyle and making it up right.
And if you don't like it, then you go back in again. You know what I mean?
Yeah, nobody does that.
Okay.
Even Wayne punches in.
Okay, so with songs like Straight Up and Sweet Talk, was you like just talking about women in general, or was you like speaking of some real life experience that you want to go through, or
a little bit of both. Like Sweet Talk, you gotta have something for, you feel me, the ladies to see your personality as far as that aspect too. So that was just showing them like, this is the kind of dude I am, you know, since you happen to be, you know, in that spot.
I feel it. Yeah. So I mean, do you freestyle a lot? Like, would you call yourself like, you know, some people really make it big, this freestyling, and then they go on from there. Or would you call yourself like just a real artist?
Definitely when I was younger, like if you ask some of the like older rappers from my city, or that's what I was known for or whatever, I'm trying to really get out of that. But I can freestyle, but I don't just broadcast it like that when we all messing around. But it's definitely something I could do good.
Okay. I mean, what's next for you? Like, what do you want to do? Like, how far do you want to take music?
My goal, I want to establish like something big on the independent circuit. Like, I have so much music. Like, I always play around with people like I'm recording like I'm going to jail. You know what I mean? So I'm just trying to put out like what we go by as a quality, quantity. You know what I mean? And eventually get signed to a major. And really, I don't want to sit down and, you know, play the fence. Like, I want to be out. I want everybody to, you know what I'm saying, hear what the regular dude got to say.
Okay. So, I mean, when you look back on all the stuff that you did, like before, like the Flatliners and then doing the Proceed with Caution, like what all that made, like, is helping you build the person you are now? Or do you try to be like, nah, I don't want to be none of that right there. I don't want to be socialized with that person.
I definitely, like, I changed the name. I go by Ray Guevara, you know, the Cuban revolutionary, like Black Panther, all that. I respect that. So that's why I took that stage name. Like the Has, like I left that with the Flatliner situation. But me as a man, like nothing has changed. But I want to just fresh, brand new.
Okay, let's go. Let's start doing that. What made you really want to change, and how did you go about changing? Like what,
like I said, like I real into the pro-black stuff. Like I'm not pro-black, but you know, I peeped the Panther movies, I read about it and all that stuff, and I looked up Che Guevara and some of the quotes that you hear all the time. Like, I'd rather die on my feet than live on my knees. Like, he came up with stuff like that. What he stood for was dope. So I'm like, that's a clean stage name. Like Young Has, I just turned 21. I ain't that young.
Nobody say you're gonna be young forever.
Yeah.
And on some real, just speak on that. Like, I was just telling my brother and a lot of people, like, with dealing with this music, you can't just think about like, okay, well, my name is gonna be forever. Like, you gotta be able to, if that name gonna really be able to stick, like, you gotta be able to come up with, I mean, Diddy had to change his name 50 million times to come with something that really fit
fresh,
him.
Right.
Because you can't be young this, not even Young Jeezy is saying he's Young Jeezy. He just comes here as Jeezy now. Right. So you gotta come with something else because that young, you're not gonna be young forever.
Right.
So that, unless you like a sibling of, I mean, you know, dad, a senior or something like that.
But how often do that come?
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, that the way you did it, I respect it. You didn't do it for no off-the-wall reason, just because you wanted to be cool or nothing. You doing it because you know what I mean, you did research on it too. Some people just come with name because okay, that nigga popping. He probably got a shirt on him or something like that. You know what I mean?
Like people don't even know why they celebrate 420. They don't even know why it started, but I want to do it though.
Because it's weed and they think it's cool. That's how they really think it's what it is.
No history about the situation.
So I mean, speaking of like different things that you're talking about, tell some of your fans, some people that's gonna be fans when they see it about you. Who is Ray?
Just I can't stress it. I speak for the regular people, you know what I mean? I got a job, like the same struggles you have, I have. Like I don't pretend that I'm famous or I'm super on. I'm just a regular dude that can rap a little bit, you know what I mean? And just keep it solid. Like I stay within myself. I'm not a thug, but don't run up, you know? It's good.
Okay. I mean, with the next 2 or 3 CDs that you got coming, I mean, are you setting them up for a big album, or are you just?
That's definitely gonna come. I want everybody to see like how dope the mixtape game is, and then watch what I do with the album. Because I knock these out like, no exaggeration, like probably 2 weeks for a whole mixtape, about 15 songs. I just pump them out. When I have beats like that, it just gets done.
When you feel good music, you just feel it. I mean,
right.
I understand that.
Right.
Okay. The magazine is called On My Hustle.
Okay.
So, what do you do it for? Like, I ask everybody, mine is my kids, and I just love music. What do you hustle for? What do you do this music for?
The very same reason. Like I couldn't picture myself doing really anything else. If I had to, I would, but I really love music. Like I listen to all kind of stuff. Like it's just who I am. It's not something I'm trying to be, you know?
Okay. So what's next for you?
Hopefully that major deal and the exposure I need. Hopefully. I ain't even gonna say hopefully. That's what's next. That's what I'm gonna go get.
That's what I'm going to get.
Yeah.
Okay, with this one, you got like songs like not the same. At least 15 songs. You talking about you did in a week?
Yeah.
Like it's not like weak songs. Like some people have songs and they be like whole thing selling drugs and stuff. It's like shit that you really have to take time and really go through before you can.
Yeah, like concepts.
Yeah,
that's big. Like I try to make something big. Like out of every beat, make it big. Like okay, this song could be about money or a girlfriend or whatever, but make it bigger than just that. You know?
Yeah. So just like High Timers, just take it
right.
back. That really always sticks out to me because when I was reading, I was smoking, looking. I was like, okay, I'm about to go to this one because I'm smoking anyway. For me.
Yeah.
So okay, this is not what I thought. So it's like you flip the name and just like a whole U-turn of it. Just like, fuck what you thinking. This is what I'm telling you. You know what I mean?
But it still makes sense.
Yeah, it all makes sense. Especially if you smoke. For me, it really makes more sense. Because your mind just starts drifting about different things. Like, why is this happening? Like, why is this color? Because, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Different things like that. You just put it all on one thing, on one track.
Exactly.
And that made it dope. And to me, that should be a lead. So I have to bring everybody. Now, you don't have to smoke weed to be like, okay, I thought about that one time. You know what I mean? You know, to just think about it like, you know what I mean? That should be, to me, is my lead. That's what really grabbed me to, okay, let me listen to the next song. Let me go to the next song.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Man, that's dope. That's dope to even hear.
That's
dope that somebody appreciate. That's all I want.
That's what's up.
Man.
I mean, I ain't gonna mention no name. There's a lot of people who have no name at all that they got an ego.
Man.
What keeps you down to earth? I mean, me, my kids, like just seeing that. Sometimes, you know me, as a man, I want my kids to have the world. You know what I mean?
Right.
I can't give them the world. That just make me just like hungry and bring me down to earth. Like, I mean, I'm no better than you.
Right.
What brings you down to earth?
I was never taught to be like that. Like everybody, like I'm not a saint. Everybody know that, but I've never had that in me. You know what I mean? Like you're not gonna benefit from being cocky. Nobody wins when you do that. People like don't appreciate that. That's phony.
You know? That's exactly what it is.
That's phony. Like, come on, man.
I mean, when you write, what music do you go for? I mean, like,
man, it's where the beat takes me. It's just I can't explain it. Like I could try, but I don't just listen for I'm not listening for no melody or something. I'm like trying to see what the beat is telling me to talk about.
I mean, do you go through your songs first and then come out with a concept of the CD, or do you come out like, okay, proceed custom? Okay, this is whole list of time I'm gonna go about it.
Yeah. If I go to the title, and then as I pick the beats, I'm like, okay, does this fit with the theme of the mixtape that I'm doing right now, or should I put this on something else?
Ray Guevara. I get high, I get really, really high. I get high, I get really, really high. I get high, I get really, really high. I get high.